Hello, my friends. Let's take a nice breath in. Big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Eyes opening. Hi, my name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge, and I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy to have you here because I want to share with you this process that I'm involved with of building an intention, the power of an intention, the power of the intention to thrive. And so I'm building that. I'm focusing in areas where I can be in control. I have the control of the energy that I put out. And I want to share with you something that happened recently. I found a bunch of old t-shirts. And these t-shirts, were t-shirts all the way back from when I was in my early 20s. A lot of concert t-shirts. I was so excited. And I was like, I want to put one of these on. And I put one of them on and I was just like, oh. Let's just say, as a 57-year-old man, that the body has changed. It was like wearing a midriff shirt. And, I don't think anyone wanted to see me in that. I would be embarrassed to walk around in that shirt outside. But it's so interesting to me because it relates so much to, ideas and concepts that no longer fit. Ideas and concepts that don't fit who we are right now. So touching the edge and moving towards thriving is about moving towards authenticity. You're either moving towards authenticity or you're moving away from it. And so when we get caught up and transfixed by all that's going around and going on, when we end up falling into a state of like a simmering resentment that builds and bursts into moments of hatred, we are not in our authenticity. That's not who we're born to be. So I'm asking you to step up in this process of coming to thrive. Now, I'm sharing this book with you. It's called The Healing Runes by Ralph Blum. And I've told you too, if you've been with me, that the book that I'm more familiar with is the Book of Runes. But this book has a series of questions that I'm sharing regularly, and I'll put them down below as well. What part of my life has been the most difficult for me? Sit with it. In the course of this 6 weeks and all the way through the 4 months that we'll be working, ask yourself that question occasionally. What do I do best? What or whom have I loved the most? With whom do I still have unfinished business? What area of my life still calls for completion? To me, completion is that moment of creativity. And we really can't truly have a real positive creativity if we are not in love with our lives. You can't hate the people in your life and still love your life. It's like thinking that you can hate a book and not hate the material that it's written on. If you hate the book, you hate that book. If we fall into hatred with so many people, we're falling into a hatred with the very fabric of our lives. All those people are part of our life. And so I'm asking you to really get excited about your creativity. Even if you haven't started this process, start now. Figure out a couple areas that you want to put energy towards. And I'm putting energy towards creativity this week. I'm still working with those other states, and they're still challenging. But this week, I'm highlighting creativity. And so I'm putting up videos consistently now twice a week. And I will be putting up blog posts once a week. And then I'll continue to build, and I'll start doing them twice a week. But let's build together. I really want to share with you that to me, this connects with this idea of the sea meeting the shore. When you have the sea that meets the shore, every peninsula, it fits it perfectly. That's authenticity. That's unconditional love. I'm asking you to support and love your life in a way that is your sea meeting your shore. Don't live in hatred. Live in a positive expectation. Let what's going on encourage you to become your best self, not your worst. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. takes courage to be creative. This process is a challenging one for me. It's challenging because I have a long-term, latent relationship with being afraid of being connected to other people. But I know that this time is meant for us to step out of those old fears. I know it's time for me to let go. I know it's time for my sea to meet the shore. And that means radiating a love for this life. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. Radiate the love you have into your world. Namaste. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.